I'm alive. She's alive. Ah, I'm alive. Dum, 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 dum. I am alive. I am alive. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Top messages shows 4 little people. Having issues? Well, don't we all have issues? Hello? Everybody out there? I have this really weird thing in my chat box on YouTube. It's really weird. It has welcome to live chat. Remember to guard. Hi, Ruth. So nice to see you. I was just talking about I have this, I don't know if anybody else has it, but it's in YouTube chat. And it has welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. And then underneath that, in blue letters, hi, Pam, it has capital L, lowercase e, dot, O-R-E, like la or. And it's always been there. And, well, not always, but, and it's in blue. I don't know, but Pam's here. I know that. And I know Ruth is here, which is awesome. How does everything look good? I have a new-ish setup. Oh, it's on yours too. Oh, okay. Okay, all righty. Then I don't know who Leor is, or Lenore. I have no idea, but she's there. Okay, that's interesting. That's that you have it too. Okay. That's it. Now I don't feel so odd. So I'm hoping that everything looks pretty good. I switched things around, and I put my camera is now clamped to the top of my bookcase, far away. I mean, hi, Andrea. I mean, far. I mean, it's up there. I mean, I had to actually get up on a step stool to get to it, which was probably not the wisest thing. And then I bought one of those, I don't know what they call them. It's a special type of light. And I had that facing somewhere. Now I have that bent down at a 90-degree angle right down on my table. And it seems that I don't have much of a glare. And so I'm thinking I'm happy with this. And the camera's totally out of the way. It's out. It's not in my face. And I think I'm close enough for anything that I'm going to do. I'm not going to be doing anything that's going to be fine motor skills, so to speak. So I think, and you can actually read, and I have the camera. I was afraid when I put the camera back, I'd have it upside down and backwards, but I can see that it's all good. Oh, we've all thumbed up too. That's awesome. You guys are great. Very awesome. I'm going to do something today. I was going to wait for a couple of more folks to come in before I started reading the story out of this book. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do today. It's kind of something different. Maybe not. yeah, I guess there's nothing really different. But I was inspired by Kasia Avery from Wanderlust, also known as everythingart.com. And it was one of their standalone thingies that you could do. And it's back from, let's see, 2018. It was a 2018 activity. Of course, when I typed in her name and Wanderlust, I typed her first. I didn't spell her first name correctly, and I had Wanderlust and not Wanderlust. But anyway, well, I'm going to go. Hi, Gail. Good to see you. Waving a hand. I'm hoping all of you guys, got through the horrible weather. I don't think any of you were in the path, but man, I was looking at some of those pictures from a place called, was it Sulphur, Oklahoma? Whew, oh my God. That is just beyond words. Just beyond words. So I'm going to read my little thingy, and I've got so much stuff on my desk. I mean, you had a bit of a storm. Yeah, we didn't know. We haven't had, well, I shouldn't, hurricane season's coming, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut. I've got so much stuff. I don't even know. And I found stuff, you start going through and you go, oh my God, when did I do that? But, so this is a pretty short one. It's Christmassy, but that's all that's left. And Hong Doc. HONGDUC. Hong Doc. A Sunday afternoon it was, some days before Christmas in 1979, with rain, with wind, with cold. Winter's gloom. Things to-do list was long and growing like a persistent mole. Temper short, bio-index negative. Horoscope reading suggested caution. And the Sunday paper suggested dollars, death, and destruction as the day's litany. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, fa la 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 la. This holy hour of Lord's Day bliss was jarred by a pounding at the door. Now what? Deep sigh. Opening it, resigned to accept whatever bad news lies in wait. I am nonplussed. A rather small person in a cheap Santa Claus mask, carrying a large brown paper bag, out thrust. Trick or treat, Santa Claus mask shouts. What? Trick or treat, Santa mask shouts again. Tongue-tied, I stare at this aberration. He shakes the bag at me, and dumbly I fish out my wallet and find $1 to drop into the bag. The mask is lifted, revealing an Asian kid with a $10 grin taking up most of his face. Want to hear some caroling? He asks in sing-song English. I know him now. He belongs to a family settled into the neighborhood by the Quakers last year. Boat people, Vietnamese, I believe, refugees. He stopped by at Halloween with his sisters and brothers, and I filled their bags. Hong Doc is his name. He's maybe 8. At Halloween, he looked like a wise man with a bathrobe on and dish towel around his head. Want to hear some caroling? I nod, envisioning an octet of urgent refugees hiding in the bushes, ready to join their leader in uplifted song. Sure, where's the choir? I'm it, says he. And he launched forth with an up-tempo chorus of jingle bells at full lung power, followed by an equally enthusiastic rendering of what I swear sounded like Hark the Hairy Angels Sing. And finally, a soft voice, reverential singing of Silent Night. Head back, eyes closed, from the bottom of his heart, he poured out the last strains of Sleep in Heavenly Peace into the gathering night. Wet-eyed, dumbstruck by his performance, I pulled a $5 bill out of my wallet and dropped that into the paper bag. In return, he produced half a candy cane from his pocket and passed it solemnly to me. Flashing the $10 grin, he turned and ran from the porch, shouting, "God bless you," and "trick or treat," and was gone. Who was that masked kid? Hung Doc, the one-man choir delivering Christmas door to door. I confess, I'm usually a little confused about Christmas. It never has made a lot of sense to me. Christmas is unreal. Ever since I got the word about Santa Claus, I've been a closet cynic at heart. Singing about riding in a one-horse sleigh, open sleigh, is ludicrous. I've never seen one, much less written in one. Never roasted chestnuts by an open fire. Wouldn't know how to do it if I had one. And I hear they're no big deal anyway. Wandering wise men raise my suspicions, and shepherds who spend their nights hanging about with sheep are a little strange. Never seen a flying angel either, and my experience with virgins is really limited. The appearance of a newborn king doesn't interest me. I just as soon settle for some other president. Babies and reindeer stink. I've been around them both and I know. The little town of Bethlehem is a war zone. Singing about things I've never seen or done or wanted, dreaming of a white Christmas I've never known. Christmas isn't very real, and yet I'm too old to believe in it and too young to give up on it. Too cynical to get into it and too needy to stay out of it. Trick or treat. After I shut the door, came near hysteria, laughter, and tears, and that funny feeling you get when you know that once again Christmas has come to you. Right down the chimney of my midwinter hovel comes Saint Hong Doc. He is confused about the details like me, but he is very clear about the spirit of the season. It's an excuse to let go and celebrate, to throw yourself into holiday with all you have, whatever you are, wherever you are. Where's the choir? I'm in it, says he. Where's Christmas? I ask myself. I'm in it, comes the echo. I'm in. Head back, eyes closed, voice raised in whatever song I can muster the courage to sing. God, it is said, once sent a child upon a starry night, and that the world might know hope and joy. I'm not sure that I quite believe that, or that I believe in all the baggage heaped upon that story during 2,000 years, but I am sure that I believe in Hung Doc, the one-man Christmas choir shouting, "Trick or treat," door to door. I don't know who or what sent him, but I know I am tricked through the whimsical mischief of fate into joining the choir that sings of joy and hope through a child. I have been treated to Christmas. So there's Hung Doc. I think that's hysterical. Trick or treat. Can you imagine? Hi, Barb Fellian and Anina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That would be quite the surprise if someone knocked on your door at Christmas time and said trick or treat and then started singing all those Christmas carols. That would take me aback too, but it probably would get you in the Christmas spirit also. And speaking of hope and joy, that's what this is kind of about. You know, I'm sure a lot of you have heard of prayer flags. And they're typically hung up in the Himalayas, and this is from Wikipedia. Prayer flag is a colorful rectangular cloth often found strung along mountain ridges and peaks high in the Himalayas. They are used to bless the surrounding countryside and for other purposes. Traditionally, prayer flags are used to promote peace, compassion, strength, and wisdom. The flags do not carry prayers to gods, which is a common misconception. Rather, the Tibetans believe the prayers and the mantras will be blown by the wind to spread the goodwill and compassion into all-pervading space. Therefore, prayer flags are thought to bring benefit to all. The prayers of a flag become a permanent part of the universe as the images fade from exposure to the elements. Just as life moves on and is replaced by new life, Tibetans renew their hopes for a world by continually mounting new flags alongside the old. This act symbolizes a welcoming of life's changes and the acknowledgement that all beings are part of a greater ongoing cycle. And these are some pictures of, hi, Chris, traditional prayer flags. And they're just pieces of cloth. And they're not decorated, they're just colorful pieces of cloth. So Kasia Avery came up with this, the prayer tag. And so that's what I'm going to attempt to make. I have made the tags. I made these out of manila folders. And so I made them on a little bit on the big side. And she decorated them with, oh, you think they have a text? Well, okay. On the cloth flag? I don't know. I'll have to look into that. Hi, Angie. Hers is good. So what she did is she put a whole bunch of stuff on the tags and strung them out on a string, and hung them out in her garden, and just to see, what nature would do to them. So I'm going to do that. I've got a tree off to the side of my patio that I think I can reach. And I don't know if you can see this picture, but that's what her tags kind of look like. And that's why I've got all sorts of stuff out here. I mean, I got bits and pieces. I've got this is a leaf out of that Timmy dye that's cut out of a tin can, a soda pop can. And I really thought that they do. Okay, yes, they do contain text, prayers, and symbols. Oh, cool. All right. Well, mine are going to also. And I thought that, yeah, we need some of this kind of goodwill. And along with this exercise, hi, Teresa. Oh, and please share the pictures. Okay, I'll try. They're on that closed. I will try to share the pictures. Along with this exercise, she also included some words to consider, to put on the cards. Beauty, serenity, balance, freedom, love, health, stillness, hope, freedom, courage, healing, truth, gratitude, happiness, peace, acceptance, compassion, patience, understanding, and strength. Now, I always pick a word for the year. My last year's word for me was hope. Oh, yes, Teresa. Oh, I will. Okay, yeah, I will. Definitely. I will take a picture of them. And my word for this year is forgive. I don't know. It just came to me. Forgive myself, forgive others. I just thought forgive would be my word for 2024. But it's not on here. But I guess forgive could be acceptance, right? So I'm going to pick a couple of these words. I've got 6 tags. We'll see how far we get. I don't know whether I'm going to try to do all 6 of them like in a assembly line, or maybe do one and then do the next one, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, okay. All righty. I understand. If you need to sleep, you need to sleep for sure. Even as you fall asleep. Yep. So we'll see. And then, so I've gathered up all my embellishments and ephemeras, and I got, and I went out I took the garbage out, right? And I got the mail, and in the mail, which is perfect, was a statement from my health insurance company. And of course they have to publish it's in every single language that you can imagine. And so I'm gonna cut these strips out because I've got these instructions telling you that they provide a free interpreter in Spanish, Mandarin Chinese, Cantonese Chinese, Tagalog. No, not familiar with Tagalog. French. I mean, it goes on and on. Vietnamese, German, Korean, Russian, Arabic, Hindi, Italian, Portuguese, French, Creole, Polish, and Japanese. So I'm going to tear these out and maybe stick a couple of them on the tags, because it is kind of an international thing. So I thought that was kind of cool that this happened to be in my mailbox when I went to get the mail. Oh, I watch YouTube and fall asleep to YouTube pretty much every night, honestly. So let's do, oops, we'll tear out some, we'll do the Vietnamese, since Hung Dok was Vietnamese. So we'll start with that. Now, she says that you should use a stapler, sewing machine, or sew. Well, I don't want to use my sewing machine. Hi, Adria. Because then I would not be able to stream. So I'm going to use my Timmy attacher. He doesn't call it a stapler. He has to call it an attacher, but you and I all know it's a stapler. And I'm going to throw some paint on this, and we're just going to start adding stuff. When I was going through my stuff, I found a whole bunch of painty papers and stuff that I didn't know that I had. And I found some washi tape that I made ages ago. Have you ever done this? You take masking tape and you just put it down on wax paper, and then you doodle all over it. And I doodle, and I see stamps here, and I see a stencil I've done on this. Now, I don't know whether this is still going to stick, but I'll add some glue because I just think they're kind of pretty. And here's some more that I found, some littler ones. So we're going to throw some of those on. But you know what I'm looking for? And I'm not sure where it is. If I can just get out of here. I've got myself, have you ever blocked yourself in when you're crafting? I've blocked myself in. I want to add something to that. Where is it? Oh, I got it. Okay. I learned this trick from Ava Bohemian Crafting. If you want to age something really quickly, brown shoe polish. So let's add a little brown shoe polish to this. And we're going to do that. Let me get this out of the way. Oh my gosh, you could just see the mess I've got. And material, I'm going to do a lot of material. But let me get these tags out of the way. I just cut up 2 folders and ended up with 8 big tags and 4 little tags. Oh, and I got this neat stuff from Kathy Whitney. Look what she sent me a while ago, which is going to be perfect. Make art, not war. I mean, how perfect is this, right? This is all going to be, and she says to layer it up. Now, I don't know whether you saw, Kathy had a picture on YouTube where she made, she was going to make some rusted bits, but then she went out into the barn or garage or whatever and found a whole bunch of natural rusted bits. And I didn't have time to make rusted bits. I've never done it, but apparently it's 3/4 cups of water and 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. And she left them in the mixture for 2 days, and then they were perfectly rusty. I've never done that. I'm sure it works. All right, so let's add some brown shoe polish to this. I think I have anything. Yeah, let me just do this because I don't want to, because you got to press down on this, I think. Let's see. You see what I'm doing? I hope. Whoops, there. Oh no. No. It's okay. It's completely under control. Honest to God. Just kidding. It's not. Well, it aged it a little bit too much. It rusted. Well, you can still read it. You can still read it. You can. You know, this shoe polish really smells good, believe it or not. Here do you have rust? She's laying around. Yeah, I guess she's got. I'll wipe some of this off. And I'll dry it. Oops. And tear it. That's okay. I know how to fix it. I do, honest to gosh. I kid you not. I will fix this. And I will make it waterproof too. Just ta-da. Ta-da. Okay. I'll make it waterproof. Hi, Janet. Sorry for the noise. It was pretty. Aha. This, speaking of this, you put this, you take this and you put it on like tape, like this clear tape, and you have like aged tape. It makes it look like it's aged tape. Hi, Beck. I'm making prayer tags. Let's see if I can see what I'm doing here. There. And it's kind of like an international thing. And I was ripping out one of the, when you get your thing from, at least I'm sure you too, when you ever get a statement from your insurance company, it's printed in tons of languages. And I just read a story about a Vietnamese boy who knocked on his door with a Santa Claus mask on and said trick or treat. And then he proceeded to sing Christmas carols. And that was the gist of the story. So, yeah, I can show you I have some stuff where I've made the aged tape, and it really works really well. Honest, it ages it up real. I mean, people charge you money for the aged tape. It took me forever to find the shoe polish at the grocery store. But there's a guy at this one particular Publix that's worked there as long as I've lived here. And I asked him, and he said he knew. He said, it's in aisle whatever. Yeah, so there it was. It was at what I think they call that an end cap. All right, so we got that. That's going to be perfect. That'll be perfect. Okay, now I got to get the tape on. Let's add some color to the tag. All right. And I'm going to add some paper. And I found all sorts of paper. As I said, I didn't even know that I had it. I'm going to add one of these leaves that I made a while back. That was that Timmy has a die cut that makes it look like, you know how leaves get. And I ran it through my die cut machine and with an aluminum can. Didn't they come out cool? And then I did, this is his, hi, Barbara. Yeah, I love this too. Yep. I love this. And this is his embossing glaze. So they came out in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, perfect. One each tag will get one. I got to add some color to this though. And I have this too. I ran that through. This is an embossing folder. I love this one. It's dandelions. And this again, this is a aluminum can. I'll cut that down and use that. Alrighty. Let's get some paper down on this. Here's some painty papers from, I have no idea. Oh, the Killers. Ooh, I don't like that. So we'll stick that there. She said to layer it up, different thicknesses of paper. This is thicker. This is a what do you call that? When you do it between two pieces of glass, is it dendritic? Oh, that's nice of you. That's nice, Angie. I'm sure she appreciates that. Oh, I know. I saved that too. I saved that same piece of aluminum. It's out of the big thing of yogurt. I washed it. I saved it. And then I finally threw it out. But isn't this dendritic? Yes. And then I added some, well, I think it's, I'll add some of this. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, I think I saw Shannon Green do this. This must be, oh my God, years and years old. So let's stick this here like so. And how about a little bit of a map? Gotta have a map. I don't know what this is a map of. Let's see. Where are we? Adirondacks. We're up in Becky's territory. There's Albany. Binghamton. You were close to Binghamton, right, Aunt Bex? So let's put you Binghamton, right? Isn't that where you were? Isn't that where the town you were closest to? So you were close to the Catskills. Where was Becky from? Was she going to tell us? I can't remember. Oh, cool. Kelly Blowin. Very cool. Well, I think Becky said she's in the Binghamton area, so I didn't realize you were. Well, we'll tear that out and put it on in honor of Becky. Margaretville, huh? Who knew? Margaretville. And there's New York, New York, New York. Long Island, where I grew up, right there. Okay, we got Binghamton. All right, so we'll stick that on here. You don't need. We'll do one for Janet. When we do one for Janet, we'll put the Long Island one on for you, Janet, okay? So we'll just put a little bit of a map. We don't need Wilkes-Barre or Hazleton or Allentown. But there's, oh, look. Let's put that on with Honda, because there's Bethlehem. Isn't that interesting? What a coincidence. There's Bethlehem. He was just talking. He wasn't talking about that Bethlehem. All right, so that's going to go here. We got this. We got this. I got to add color to that. What am I going to use? I'm still going through my new hard disk, opening all the files I might want to save, recovering InDesign files. Oh, wow. Holy mackerel. That is quite the job. Yeah, when I had my old computer fixed and the guy couldn't get into it and he was, I can't get in. And I said to him, no, I don't need any of those files. I don't care what happened. He said, oh, thank God. He was so relieved. Because it is a nightmare for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. How about some? Whoa! We got some distress cracked pistachio, and how about some wilted violet? And I'm going to try something. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. Becky's back. I don't know whether she's going to see Mill yet or not. Let's try this. I had no place to put any paint out. So I can do that. And let's just see. I mean, I know I can smear it, but I wonder if this is going to work. Ah, it is. I like that. That's an easy way to get some color on. I'm only going to do one side. Our high school class, when they had their prom last night in town, they blocked off some of the town last night. I drunk lady went, oh, geez, that's awful, Angie. Did she do it on purpose, or was she, because people do that on purpose nowadays. You know her from the Mexican restaurant? Oh, wow. Yeah, thank God nobody got hurt. I don't even know whether those colors go together, but I think they do. So why don't we do this? Because you have to add lace and material. I like that. And there's Marguerite from beautiful British Columbia. Oh, Canada. I was watching hockey. The Nashville was playing the Canucks. And the Canucks won, which is no surprise. All right, so now we need to add some okay, we got language, we got Vietnamese, we got a little map, we got some cardstock, I think. And we need to add some yeah, and that whole people didn't get really too crazy about drinking and driving until MAD came along. And MAD made a huge difference. Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I mean, they were a grassroots group, but they really put the brakes on and really caused a big difference to. Is everyone is wearing Canucks jerseys? I bet. Well, that's exciting. Oh, I know. In the olden days, if someone was drinking and a cop pulled you over, they'd give you a warning or they'd follow you home or, they wouldn't think much of it. But now it's serious, which is great. Okay, this is the washi tape that I made. It's pretty sticky, but I'm going to put some glue on it. And this is just masking tape that I put down on wax paper. I said I was going to put some. I really should put some glue on it. I'll put a staple in it. And I must have made this, I don't know, 2016, maybe? But that's a lot of fun. You can make your own washi tape. Even if you have open, yeah, That's kind of pretty, I think. Let me see if I can't get a chunk of cloth. Got some this we can add. And maybe, ooh, how about a piece of that? Ooh, how about a piece of that? Ooh, I got some ruffled stuff too. How about a piece of that? I'm going to just staple this on. It's like making a cluster. The thing is that we all finish. Okay, Gail. Well, thanks for stopping in. Have a good week. Okay. I got lots of goodies. Okay. That's good. And so we're going to stick this like so. Maybe I'll tear this. I just started tearing material. I love it. It's so satisfying when you rip it, rip it, rip it, rip it. And it's kind of cool when you do that. Okay. I gotta plentitude of barbs. Yes, that's true. We do. And I think it's funny because there's Ann Lover, L, and she's with an E, A-N-N-E. Her last name is Lawver. So you can't even go Ann L because I'm Ann L, and you can't even go Ann L-A because I'm Ann L-A. You have to go to the third letter in our last name before we become distinguishable or whatever, which I think is kind of funny. All right, you know what I want to try to do, if you don't mind, because I could staple it. But I think what would be really cool right here. I don't know whether she lives in Florida. I don't think she does. I don't think she, so I could be Florida Ann. Well, I know. Well, I remember when I first started hanging out at P&M, right? People would say, hi, Ann, hi, Ann. And I thought, oh, they were all, how not sweet of them. They were all saying hi to me. No, they weren't saying hi to me. They were saying hi to Ann Lover. Looky here. No, wait a minute. I had a plan. I had an idea. I did. Honest to God, I had an idea. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it because I experimented before. It's not easy, but you can get this in here and kind of go like so. And punch a hole in the bottle cap like so. And I threaded some needles beforehand. I don't want to tangle them. No, no, no. Let's see. And I think maybe let's see. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. We'll try it, right? Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. This knot is not big enough. Let me see if I can't make it bigger. Okay. Let me just try. Before I do that, though, let's do this. Let's glue this down. Where's Binghamton? I want Binghamton. What? There's Binghamton. Binghamton for Becky. And we'll use the really good glue. That's right. I remember you saying that your nephew misspelled your name. And you didn't bother changing it. That's something I would do. Yeah, when I set up my password for my Social Security account, of all things, I was kidding around and I used one of my the nicknames my younger brother had. And all right. And this glue is really good, and we'll see how well it stands up to the elements. Because I could varnish the whole thing, you know. I could put a coat of matte medium over the whole thing, but I really want it to weather. I want it to hang out in the weather. The only thing that's probably going to happen, which I have mixed feelings about, and maybe I'll ask you folks, I think that when this stuff hanging from the trees, it's going to scare the birds. And I really like the birds. Thank you, Angie. Oh, let me cut some more of this off. We can kind of cut that like an arrow, like so. Yeah. All right. This here, little piece of this here. And this here. Actually, you know what? Let's staple that. We can sew on the other thing. Let's staple all of that. Okay. Oopsies. Okay. And then we can staple that. What did I do? Oh, I didn't do anything. I thought I'd done something. Okay, I'll stick this here. And come on, Timmy. All right, it went through. All right, so this is going to be here, like so. And we want to have one of these here, right? So I think I can sew that on. Let's see if I can sew that on. I should be able to. Let me just poke the hole without poking me. Yeah. Okay, so we'll go like so. And that should really go this way, shouldn't it? Let's see. Can I do that? Yeah. I guess it doesn't matter. It should be hanging a little off. Okay, I'll do that. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. All right. And we'll put that on an angle like so. And I can just go through this hole here. And I can sew that leaf on, and I'm going to come up through these holes in the leaf. What do you think of them apples? Well, that's what we want. We want the weather. Yeah, it's okay though. I think it'll be really good that if the rain gets on it and the paint starts to run, that'll give it that, but these tags. Yes, you're right. Yes. So I shouldn't emboss them. I see what you're saying. Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I got you. Yes. That's right. Okay. Okay. Bring this down like so. Whoops. Yep. So I got the leaf sewn. I like that. Can you see it sewn on with the... Now, why don't we come up here and just stick a bottle cap on. Because we can. Come down like so. It's a pretty colorful one, bright red. Happens to be one of my favorite beers. It is a Belgium wheat beer, and the name of the beer is Fat Tire. And it's got a bicycle. See the bicycle? Oh, okay. It doesn't bother the birds. I would imagine what they would get used to it after a while. I don't think that's a good point. Oops, I think I'm going the wrong way. So we can add much. We can add a lot of more stuff on this. I got a button sitting here, so why don't we Fat Tire? That's a nice beer. So why don't we add a button, a nice wooden button on it? Because I have to make room for the sentiment. And I think for the sentiment, I think I might put that on a piece of paper and then cover that in tape to kind of, because I don't want this. So maybe should the sentiment, hi, Rosemary. I'm just making a mess. I'm trying to make a prayer tag with a little bit of everything on it. I've got some Vietnamese instructions from medical statement and some map where Becky lives, where she lived. And yeah, so I think we're done with that. Let's tie this off. And go like so. Like so. And we'll add some more stuff, but we'll stop with the sewing and find some other stuff to add. And then what happens when she strings it together, I'm gonna put the string through here. Oh no, what she did was she takes a piece of ribbon and kind of folds it like over the tab, and the string is going to go through the ribbon. Yeah. And I'm going to use, I have some sorry ribbon that I'm going to use for that. And I don't know what to use. I mean, I have twine, and I think if you spray ribbon with starch, probably, Angie. I don't have any starch, but I want to add some, maybe a little, a dangly down here. So let me look in my bag of danglies. Like, what happened to, oh, I tore this and I didn't even put it on there. Duh. So let's kind of add. Okay, let's do that. And Does anybody do this? I mean, collect stuff like this? This is just, yeah. It's bottle caps and the little things from all sorts of silly stuff. And I thought, oh, maybe maybe one of these. These are colored tabs. And and I can't remember. Is this Bubble Up? It's one of those soda things, and they have colored tabs, and they go, "Hey, you," and "Oh, hi." So we could stick a couple of these up here with this. I've got two of those filled with stuff like that. And you notice nothing matches. And I think that's okay. Well, maybe I don't know. I'm not happy with that. Maybe another button. Oh, maybe. So this here. What do you think? Like that? Yeah. And I have another thing here. Oh, no. I had another thought. But it was oh, no. It was fleeting. Don't you hate it when you have fleeting thoughts? I had it's over here somewhere. I know I stuck it in here. Yes. Look at this. And they're rusty. Actually, I bought these to give to Mary, but she doesn't like the short ones. She only likes the big ones. So that's why I ended up with them. If I punch a hole, well, let's just try it. What the hell, right? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It's not the end of the world. I'm too lazy to get up and get the big bite. So we're just going to let's do this. I don't think this is going to work. Ooh, yes. I have an idea. Come on, get through there. Well, I didn't expect that, but that works, doesn't it? Let's see. No, that's not going to work. I know what I'm going to do, though. Wait a minute. Watch this, folks. I saw that bubble pop right over your head. I missed. But I have another plan. Found another. This is another way of attaching things. So this is going to go through this. I think I got a hole here. I think I got a hole here. I thought I did. Well, that's okay. We'll try this. I think it should work. I think I can just Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. And then that's not going anywhere. Ooh, there. So that's not going anywhere. That'll be the last man standing. When the whole card is disintegrated, it'll just be this hanging from the card. There won't be anything else but that. Okay. And I'm gonna staple that little stem down because it's gonna get whacked off there. Well, it's okay, but it's my first one. And I can go back and add more stuff to it as time. Oh, the word. I got to do the word. The sentiment. The sentiment. Got to be sentimental. I got to find the sentiments. All right. The sentiment. I think peace is always good. You can't go wrong with peace. Yes, I think I will. Yep. I don't think I'll do a time lapse, but I will take pictures like, like after we have maybe a rainstorm, take a picture when I first put them up. And then after there's a substantial rainstorm, take a picture. And then as weather comes through, I hate to say the H word, but as weather comes through, you know. You can't go wrong with a little piece. But I'm going to cover that in tape. We're making, they're called prayer tags, Angie, after the Himalayan prayer flags. It's just kind of a version of that. So now I have a little piece thing. And I don't like the way this thing is laying down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple the piece there, I think. I don't know. Whoops. I don't know how far in this thing goes in. Oh, it goes in. Oh, looky there. Oh, I should have. Well, I should have, could have. So, oh, that's cool though. That kind of, I can fluff that up a little bit there. What do you think? It's okay. It's okay. But when she strings it, I was started to say a little bit ago, I'm going to run out of tape. When she strings these together, oh, I'm so sorry. I bet. Now, do you have somewhere to go? Basement to go? Somewhere like to hide from one of those? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine. I'm like that when there's just a hurricane. I can't imagine. Because usually with a hurricane, they have embedded tornadoes, so it's a double whammy. It's so stressful. So stressful. So there. We'll see how it holds up. All right. Shall we make another one? No basement. Oh, man. Yeah. No basements in Florida either. But the interesting thing here's an interesting, useless fact that, and you wouldn't think there'd be any basements in Key West. However, Hemingway's home in Key West has a basement. Go figure. Why I know that? I read it somewhere and it just fascinated me how they could build a basement in Key West. Now, we had a basement. And in my house, there's no basement, and both of the bathrooms are on exterior walls. So, I don't know. Okay, there's peace. And that's the first tag. This is the third time. Hi, Julie. I'm going to try to tell you what she does. Anyway, she strings them together and she leaves about maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches in between the tags. And then on that piece of string, she adds more strips of lace and fabric. So you've got, yeah, pieces of fabric here. Let me see if you can see that. Oh, no. Whether you can see it in the picture. See, here are her tags. Her tags are a lot smaller than mine, but here's just random bits and pieces of fabrics that are tied in between the tags. And she's got pieces of, shells, hanging. I've got some shells, but I have to drill holes in them. And I guess you could. But that's the stuff that it can go in between, and I can add that later. All right, let me make another tag. Let's see. Feels like another Elon satellite. Okay. One here. And what do I do with the tags? Oh, they're hiding under this pile of. Oh, I know what I wanted to add. Oh my gosh. How can we not have a tag? Oops. Without a Timmy person. Woo. Gonna have a Timmy person. We'll watch the Timmy person disintegrate in the weather. The area that I'm working in is about, well, this is it. But I do like this new setup with my camera. I'm very much happy with it. New setup. What's going on with Rosemary's camera is, and her feed is an absolute baffle to me. It makes no sense. I can't figure it out. I know Rosemary can't either. Okay. This is an ephemera book that I made and I learned how to do this from the Patricia, the French lady, La Cafe. And so this is where I have all my Timmy people. This is where they reside. So we need a Timmy lady. We need a Timmy person. We'll get a little Timmy. Let's get a little Timmy person. How about these little guys here? Well, maybe we can go. Yeah, we'll put them right there. We got little Timmy dudes. Yes, exactly. And we'll put this between the two of them there. So now we got a Timmy. Yeah. It holds. I mean, it holds a lot of stuff. And then I've got, this is all my Halloween-y kind of paraphernalia on these 2 pages. And then I haven't even filled that up. And then you're right, it keeps on going. And you turn it this way. And then I have all my flowers and butterflies. And I still have all, and then I gave up. Transportation stuff, little slits to stick that in. But this is where the Timmy people. Okay, Angie, bye. Thanks for stopping by. And now I have no place to put it. All right, here, stick that there. All right. Okay, tag 2. We need different colors. But I like those colors. They were very pretty. Stick those down there. Oops. How about some paint? I got my water. Oh no, I did some spraying over the sprinkle brush on a page in one of my art journals this morning. Completely forgot I needed to put Jess. Oh no. Oh. Well, it's okay. It's easy for me to say okay. Gesso really works. Need to put it leaks through and change my matching match pages on the Yes, Barbara, maybe that's supposed to have matchy pages today. Today's not a day for matchy. Is that what you're saying, Barbara? Give these all a little spritz. These are the pearl and metallic Kurtaki paints. And I should have juiced them up beforehand, but I didn't. So we'll juice them up now. The goddess had other plans. That's how I figure something like that. Well, obviously somebody had other plans. Sometimes you just don't have control over those things, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or infuriating. All right, why don't we get some of this pretty blue? Ooh, I like that. This is one of those big moppy paint brushes. It's a Princeton. It's an educated one. Neptune. Quill. Post yesterday. Other feathers now have a green and deep orange page next to it instead of a cool green. No, it sounds pretty. But this paint, it dries fast. Okay. Let's do some of this. Get some drippage. Ooh, kind of looks pretty. I like that. Can you see the drippage? It's dripping good. I think there's a lesson in there somewhere, Julie. Like, don't plan. Art has its own mind. It kind of looks like camouflage. That is pretty, though. I like it. All right. Wow. Okay, we'll let that be. I'll stick that in here for now. I don't want to stick that up over here. Move this out of the way. Okay. And let's get some. Ooh, I know what I'll use. What did I do with the one that came from? Yeah, we'll use this one. This is from Kathy. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. I've never actually done that with a journal. I usually I make a journal and then I make it, and then I don't really have an art journal, like a journal where you journal and do art. But I do art in the journal. I journal. I mean, I write in a journal every day, almost every day. And in there, I do little doodly art. And every occasionally, I might, glue in a little collage or something. But I'm so excited, though, because at Madison's, at Spectrum Arts Creation yesterday, she had scrapbook paper pack. I don't know which company it was, but I've been wanting to do a Winnie the Pooh journal like I did my Alice in Wonderland journal. And I bought a second Winnie the Pooh book so I could cut that one up. I have my original Winnie the Pooh book that I got in 1959 for Christmas. But I bought a second one, and it's like the original book, so I could cut that one up. But you need a little bit more than that, and you can't find pictures of the original Winnie the Pooh. You can only find the bastardized versions of Winnie the Pooh. When Disney bought the rights to Winnie the Pooh, they changed the way he looked. And I can't stand the way the Disney Winnie the Pooh looks. However, this paper pack has the original Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, Disney plumped him up. They added about 50 pounds to Winnie the Pooh. So I wanted the original. It is just, oh, okay. All right. So it's for whatever. And today, whatever happened. Paint, print. I figured, yeah. I'm just cutting this and just making it a little bit narrower. But this is from Kathy Whitney. Oh, this should have, well, I should have used the piece one for this one, but I didn't. But I'm going to attach this by putting another rivet in it. Hi, Aunt Beck. But we'll put that, let's add some stuff down here before I do that. Let's get some Let's get another piece of painty papers. I don't know. I mean, I must have done these around the same time. No, actually, we can put it this way. Hi, Diane Bell. Welcome. I am attempting to make what Kasia Avery calls a prayer tag in the well, not really in the style of the Himalayan, the Tibetan prayer flags, which are made out of material. These are made out of, obviously, paper. And the plan is that I'm going to hang it from my trees and take pictures of it as it slowly disintegrates in the weather. At least that's the plan. So we'll see how it holds up through the hurricane season in Florida, I guess. I'm going to use the text on this one, and then we'll hit. And you made the signatures no-so. I'm not sure if I like the pages moving about on their own, though. Yeah, they do have a tendency to, but if you make it no-so, you can always go back, right, and sew them in. I think. I mean, I prefer the no-so because I like to be able to take the pages out and then put them back in. But you're right, they do have a tendency to move around and wobble on you. That is one of the problems with that. Have you ever done a tab? Not have rules about, well, it's not it wouldn't be in the common area. It would be in my backyard. I have a yard. I mean, I have a patio and some trees. Yeah, I've got my own space that's kind of not, and it's in the back of the house. No one would see it. And if someone sees it and complains about it, what's the worst case scenario? I have to take it down. Hey, my house gets bombarded by golf balls all the time. Maybe if I hang golf balls from the tree, no one would complain about that. I've got a golf ball sitting in the middle of my rosemary bush. And those guys that hit that golf ball, it hit the bottom, it hit the base of my porch, and it bounced into the rosemary bush. And those guys didn't even look for it. And other golfers will look and look and look, like you think that, I mean, I know golf balls are not cheap, but and a lot of times guys will find other people's golf balls. And I'll tap on the window and go, that's not your golf ball. And they kind of jump when I tap on the window. And I said, you can have it, but that's not your golf ball. That's some other golfer's golf ball. You like the idea of golf balls hanging in the trees? Yeah. Well, it's interesting. This is an observation that I've made. Men are looking for their golf balls, or as I like to say, I've got old men looking for their balls in my bushes. And women are always fishing for their golf balls because they end up hitting more golf balls into the pond than into the bushes. So they're always down by the pond, and I envision an alligator coming up and grabbing them, which hasn't happened yet, fortunately, but I always envision these alligators. I know. Well, I've had my windows broken twice, Diane. Now they take care of it. They fix them, but no, no, The golf cart, the golf path. I mean, the golf path goes right by my, my backyard. I mean, it's like 10 feet away from my house, and where my house sits, I have a porch. It just juts out, and I'm on the 18th hole. So they're either anxious to get to the 19th hole, or they're tired. I think I would much rather. Well, I don't know. Maybe wearing a hockey helmet. That's right. Yeah. And I got to have some of this paper here too, and I guess it's Chinese, right? Stick a little piece of that down here. That's kind of pretty. Probably not going to see it, but we're going to stick some of it down. Well, there's something out in that pond. I don't know what it is. Because I don't think the turtles go that far out, but every once in a while I'll see like something splash in the middle of the pond. It could be one of those turtles. I really need to post that picture of that turtle. I should edit it because it's fuzzy in the beginning. For those of you, some of you know that there's a turtle, and they're called soft-shell turtles, and they are the ugliest things you have ever seen. They're not like the cute Tommy turtle from Disney. They are ugly, and this is the second year in a row, and I'm assuming it's the same female turtle who has come up to my garden and has dug a sizable hole to lay her eggs. And she did that last year. And she buried them, and as far as I can tell, they hatched, and they booked their little butts to the pond, I guess. Now that we have eagles here and other birds of prey that would make a tasty snack. But she was at it the other day, and I was filming her. I mean, she's like, I'm inside my porch, but she's literally less than 6 feet from where I'm standing. I'm filming it, and when they're digging this hole to lay their eggs, everything. I mean, they're digging with both front paws. I don't know, paws and rear legs, and dirt, and everything's flying. She's got dirt all over the back of her shell, and then she stopped. And I thought, oh, this is maybe where she's going to lay her eggs. And then something startled her, and she took off like a bat out of hell. I didn't think that turtles could move that fast, but she beelined it to the pond, and I got that on tape. I videoed that, and someone said I should make a reel out of it, and I probably should. All right, so I've got some fabric here, and I don't know how well it's going to hold up, but I mean, not fabric, some text and such. So let's put a little piece of another piece of my homemade washi tape, some gold washi tape. Here's some golden washi tape, I think. Yeah, look, there's some gold stuff here. I know. The area where I've never even heard of. Okay, yes, I am. Yeah, Barbara's in Eureka. I love saying that. Eureka. You're up in the redwood forest, right? I know. I feel bad for her too. So I don't know whether she it's a perfect spot because the soil here is sandy. And I have some bushes that were planted, and the sprinklers, but right in the middle of this span, I've got bushes to the right and bushes to the left, and right in the middle, there's a vacant area where the bushes died because the sprinkler system on either side doesn't reach that spot, and they never, they die. I mean, the bushes die. So there's this open space that I would say is probably about, I don't know, 2.5 feet by 2.5 feet, and it's sandy soil, and that's where she's almost digging in the exact same spot that she dug it up last year. But the year before that, the poor thing, she laid her eggs, and no sooner did she leave the thing that there were crows up in the palm trees watching her the whole time that she was digging, her place to lay her eggs. And before she got to the pond, they swooped down and got all the eggs. And it was so sad. There was nothing I could do. I mean, I went out and shushed them away once, but. All right, so this is a piece of something that I made a while ago, but it's watercolor paper, so it's pretty sturdy. And something here too. I don't know. It looks like some tissue paper and mark making. So we'll stick that on here too. Let's give this a tear. Wow. That's, yes. Yes, she does cover them. Yep. Yeah. But she doesn't, they're not covered like, there's just a thin layer of dirt. And these crows were, it didn't take anything for the crows to get through that, to the, the layer of dirt. It's just a little covering. It's not, and it's a shallow thing that she digs. It can't be any, like maybe, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches deep. It's not a deep hole, and yeah. And they were watching her. They were up in the trees and they were making a racket as she's digging, and sand and dirt's flying everywhere. This was in my neighbor's yard. They had taken out a palm tree, and so that soil had been loosened up, and it was real soft digging for her. And yeah, she didn't stand a chance, poor thing. Nature is brutal, no doubt. Ooh, how about some batik? How about a big piece of that, whatever it is? My little bag of scrappos. I got lots of, I don't think Rosemary's still here, but here's a piece of the Canther quilt that I bought from her a couple of years ago. Don't want to get rid of that. What else have I got in here? What else have I got in here? Yeah, that's good. I like that. Ooh, let's get some of this. Yeah, okay. All right. Let's see. Hi, Kathy. Just getting ready to put down one of your fabric things that you sent me. There it is. Make art, not war. It's going on my prayer tag. That's what I'm making. Prayer tags inspired by Kasia Avery from Wanderlust, also known as Everything Art. And it's from one of their Wanderlust warm-up things from 2018 as bush turkeys. Oh no, wow. You're in Australia, right, Julie? I think, as I recall now, I think you're in Australia. Well, bush turkeys, that would be a clue, right? Are they big? Yeah, yeah. It should look familiar. It's yours. I would imagine that would be a 6:40. But it's no, it's 6:40 p.m. tomorrow, right? Monday, I think. So we'll stick some of this down like so. And we're going to stick this maybe down here like so. And then we can stick this like up here, and we'll stick this little piece here like so. And maybe we'll put this down here like so. Yeah. Yes, 8:40. Oh, it's 8:40 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, only tiny bit bigger than a rooster. Okay. Well, the biggest bird we have here, we have the sandhill cranes. And I think they build their nests like on the, I've never seen a sandhill crane net. Their ground, they build their nests on the ground. And I think they're like around like maybe the rim of a pond. We have a lot of ponds because that's the golf course, is that type of golf course. It's got a lot of water. I've always wanted to live on the water. And I mean, even though this pond it's just a pond, but it's water, and we've got lots of birds and all sorts of wildlife. Whoops. That didn't go through that. We got bunny rabbits. A cute little bunny rabbit that lives in the rosemary bushes. There's there's a whole bunch of them in there. But the eagles get them. And we do have eagles. And then we have I'm going to have to sew that. Not blue heron. Yeah, blue heron. And there, you should see, they'll fly up and land in the top of a tree, and they're huge. Yeah. And it's a handy little. I'm going to sew that on. Just put a stitch there. I have my needle already threaded. I'll throw that on. I like that. Bring that down like so. Oh, I know why that's so hard to get through. I've got the watercolor paper there and the yoke tag. Come on. You. There. I got it. I stabbed it. There. And it'll be okay if it's dangly, right? You can dangle. Wow. Come on. Wow. Wait a minute. I have a thimble. I got a thimble. Oh, it's because it's going through that watercolor paper. That's really. Oh, thank you, Julie. She sent me a picture of a bush turkey. Now, are you near like Sydney or Melbourne or Perth? I think those are the only three cities. Yeah, it is. That's it. I'm just going to put one more stitch in it and then leave it be and have nature have its way with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, you live in Sydney. Cool. Okay. My daughter-in-law's sister and husband lived in Sydney for a couple of years. And they started a brewery in Sydney called, which I love the name. The name of the brewery is called The Batch. And Chris would fly back and forth, every couple of months to check on the brewery. But he had a partner, but I guess he's selling his share. But they have a really neat logo. The logo is like an old-fashioned workman with an apron, and he's holding a keg of beer on his shoulder, because I have a Batch T-shirt. Well, that's kind of messy, but no one's going to see the back, and if the birds don't like it. Grew up in Thornley, very close to the bush. Oh, cool. I know Angie left, but made me think of it, the garage door. Both of my neighbor's daughters are gone now, the smoker and the other one. The other one left first, so I don't know what's going on. I live in a duplex. So I have what we affectionately call a roof mate. We share a roof. There, I like that. It's going to be flippy floppy. I wonder when this rains whether that's going to run or not. Wouldn't that be cool if that kind of... Probably not, because all the colors are. Now, got to add this. Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think they went on vacation. I saw her. I saw the mom today because she was going to church, and I knew she was going to church because I could hear her. When she backs up with her golf cart, it goes beep, 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 beep. It's kind of hard not to hear the beep, 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 beep. Everybody travels by golf cart. I don't, because I don't have a golf cart. But like I have a porch, and I have a patio. And what she did, she enclosed the patio and made like a garage for her golf cart, which I thought was pretty clever. She used to play golf, but I think she's had some health issues, so she's a lovely lady. Okay, so I'm going to do... This is what I'm going to try to do, like I did before. And I think, yes, and this will secure it. That'll be there again. That's all. Everything else. Do you live in the villages? No. I know what you're talking about. That's a big retirement community up in the Orlando area. No, I don't live in the villages. If that's what you're referring to. That's a huge retirement community. There. Ta-da! See, that's not going nowhere. Well, there's a lot of houses here that are like 2.5 garage. You know, they got 2 cars and then they've got a golf cart garage. So it's like 2.5 garages. So, all right. Ooh, we still got to put it. Ooh, what do you think? Put the leaf right across the bottom of this? Because these leaves are, or maybe up here. Yeah, maybe up here. What do you think? And you can see the bed through the leaf. I like that. Maybe I'll staple the leaf on. I think I can staple through that. Yeah, the Villages is quite the place. And apparently, a couple of years ago, they had a syphilis outbreak in the Villages. All these old folks were, you know what, in without protection. And they were out there having a grand old time. Everyone thought that was pretty funny. I like that. See, I'm getting a little better at it. I like that. Now you got to put a word down. That's kind of cool. I'd like to get, or maybe I could get a little staple in here. This is going to, but again, once it's outside, no one's going to be touching it, right? I can stick another staple like down here, like so. Yeah, my first fastener, Timmy fastener, just was defective. Just never worked. So I bought me a second fastener, and this one's been fine. Because I got green staples in it. I should have. All right, we need a word. We need a word. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing well on time. Okay. You should see, I think I have everything I own out. What's the words? All right. Well, we already used peace, so we need another word. Oh, I found something rusted. Ooh, 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 look what I can put on the next tab. Look at how beautiful that is. Look at that gorgeous. And Kathy, you hit the jackpot of rust. All right. Make art, not war. Well, I'm thinking if you're making art, then you're probably happy. So happiness, understanding. Maybe understanding should go with make art, not war. You've got to be understanding. Yeah, I think I'll use understanding. I got it done, yeah. And it was all, I mean, and I tried everything, you know. I put only Timmy staples in it, and now I got generic staples in this one, and it works fine. Not a problem. All right. Understanding. Yep. And this needs some of, you know, this needs some stuff around the edges. Does that have a word other than edging? What do you mean? You have those rusty bits wrapped in material. Oh, good. Oh, I see what you're going to try to extract the rustiness. Okay, sounds cool. I wonder if Rosemary's ever tried to, I'm sure she has, dye dye using red cabbage. I bet you, I wonder if you'd get a nice color with red cabbage. Yeah, you need this. Ooh, I could stick that right there. I love it. We went to like a folk festival somewhere. Like a, not festival, it was like an art thing where you could buy stuff and, people, there were crafts peoples. And I actually bought a bentwood makes a blue dye. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, would avocado makes a pink dye, which absolutely blows my mind that you're using avocado and you end up with pink paper. Ah, the vinegar for the dyeing of the eggs. Oh my God. What was the name of that company? Was it Pass? Pass? They had the egg dye. You buy the little packets. And you'd boil the water and it had that little bendy tool where you take the eggs out of and dip them into the dye. I used to love to do that. That was so much fun. This way, it won't disintegrate. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't do that with the other one. I should have done this with the other one, but I didn't. Oh, well. I like that right there. And you know what? I wonder, did I bring those over? I didn't. What do you think? Oh, that's me. I hit the table. The way I have my camera hanging, it's attached to the craft box. I really like this arrangement, though. I wonder, what do you think of this? Let me just reach over here. No. Whoops. Oh well, I'll put that back. I wonder if I could stick this on. Yeah. I mean, I love red cabbage. I really like the pickled red cabbage. Okay, I'm gonna stick this. Let's see. I wonder if you'll still be able to see the word, don't you think? I think. Here goes nothing. Ooh, it worked. Kinda, maybe. It did. It did. And it's crooked. Right? That's even better yet, right? We want it crooked. Well, maybe it worked. I'm not sure if I can get this. Come on. Come on. Ow, ow, ow. All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, what do you think? I'll show it to you. It's a little wobbly. I've never had pickled okra. I like fried okra, but what isn't good fried? Everything's good fried. Fried pickles. Oh, fried dill pickles. Mwah. All right, folks. My job is done. So we got 2 tags made. And I kind of like this. It's a little wobbly, but you can see that it's understanding. You can understand that it says understanding. And that should rust nicely. It'd be interesting to see what it's going to look like. And I'll continue working on these. And I got 2 down, 4 more to go. So goodbye, everybody. Again, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate your company. Thumbs up on the way out if you don't mind. That would be super. Have a great week. Be good. If not, be careful and be interesting and kind. Bye-bye.